They changed the map now. It's going to be 4-1, again, attacking that system. And so what we have to understand is, and again, I think for all these people, the illusion of inclusion is real. And I think what has happened is, and again, I call myself a post-civil rights movement baby, because I look at the assassination of Dr. King really as the end of the Black freedom movement, the civil rights movement. And of course, remember, the modern movement began today, really began Friday, but 7 years ago. It was today when Rosa Parks was arrested on a bus in Montgomery. What we have to understand is what we are seeing. These folks, they don't want us in the room. And now you have a racist in the White House who has said it's all good. He has actual individuals who say they have a Nazi streak, individuals who have spoken at racist conferences, and they are still in his administration. There is an acceptance of racists by Trump, by the folks who are there, and they're saying it's all good. You can say what you want, do what you want, because we have your back. In fact, I just got this tweet here, Cameron. If you want to understand how crazy these people are, this actually, I got this text a moment ago. This is Ken Delaney, and is a justice correspondent for MS Now. He said, in a surprising departure from decades of settled law, the Trump Justice Department is making the argument that the anti-discrimination provision of the 1964 Civil Rights Act doesn't apply to federal workers, according to a new lawsuit filed against it today. 1 out of 5 federal workers are Black, Cameron. Again, whiteness on display.
And the worst part is they're not even hiding it. I think the more and more I hear from folks who are saying, trying to come up with other reasons and other ways to say what is happening is, oh, it's economic. Oh, it's protecting American values. Oh, it's this and it's that. And it is not just calling it for what it is. It is racism in multiple forms. I think we're coming to a reckoning, and I know me personally, I'm tired of having to be in places where it's on the oppressed to make the oppressors or the people, the beneficiaries of racism, to feel more comfortable about talking about it. I know it's not a comfortable conversation to have, whether you're white, Black, Latino, anything, Asian, doesn't matter. But it is a reality of our system. It is a reality of our society. It is a reality of so many different people and people in power. I tend to argue, and I tend to be optimistic that I don't think most people here are racist, or I definitely don't think most white folks or folks in general are racist here in America. And most people want to see everybody be given a fair shot and do what we do to make it an even playing field. But that even playing field is going to mean they're going to have to invest in the folks who've been systematically left behind for hundreds of years. But I think this is just one more thing that we have to realize. If they're coming after like you said, those civil rights protections and saying they don't apply to the federal workforce, this is not only attacking Black wealth, this is Black economic power, Black jobs, and Black political power as well. They're looking to destabilize every different access point of power that Black folks and non-white folks have throughout the entire country.
Folks, you want to understand this, and again, I need y'all. I keep telling y'all, pay attention to media. Pay attention to what you're hearing. So Tucker Carlson and Piers Morgan, two assholes I really can't stand. They faced off over the claim that winning World War II, quote, destroyed Britain. Now, Morgan challenged Carlson's assertion that the UK fought the Germans without necessity and that immigration had ruined the country. But I need y'all to listen to what he's saying, because Tucker Carlson, again, who interviewed Nick Fuentes, Trump loves him, even though Carlson knows Trump is an idiot. This is one of the people that they're looking to. So if you listen to Tucker Carlson, if you listen to Megyn Kelly, if you listen to Clay Travis, if you listen to any one of those fools on Fox News, there's a consistent theme in terms of their whole white view. Check it out.
This was not a communist country, but I'm just saying Britain voluntarily joined the war. It was a war that you were not involved in and you got in. But my question is, why did it destroy Britain? I don't understand. As the victor nation.
It didn't destroy Britain.
Well, look outside.
Look outside.
We're in the city of London.
Hang on. There's Tower Bridge. It's the Tower of London. Magnificent.
Well,
it
changed London.
Why do you look at this and see a wrecked country? I don't.
Well, I don't see an English country. So we're in the city of London now.
What do you mean there? What do you mean by that?
It's not. Well, people whose ancestors built Stonehenge are not here anymore. So the city of London is 36% white, and that's happened in the last, 40 years.
But England is about 70% white.
England.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it was 99% in 1945.
Okay, so we've evolved.
But you're on the way to becoming the minority in the country. So no one wants to say that. I think you can get arrested for saying that here.
Well, no,
that's not white supremacy. This is the indigenous population of the country.
Well, it's a statistical fact that I think by 2100, we will be a minority white country.
2063 as of today.
Well, I read a bit later.
But these are dynamic numbers, so they change.
Yeah, but here's my question for you. So what?
Well, let me refer to the beginning of our conversation when you said that the people who live in a country define the character of that country. And then you said, yes, all the things for which we were famous and in which we had pride, like our stoicism, our concern for others, our tidiness, the cleanest country in the world. Now it's pretty filthy. All those things change when you get new people moving there. You said that. I mean, you're the racist, not me. So I'm just using the parameters that you set. I
did not say that was down to
you didn't say you didn't
white people coming to the country.
Well, that's who lived here.
I don't believe that.
No, but that's what you said.
I said there was creaking pressure on public services.
No.
From the increased population.
You also maybe foolishly admitted the truth. You could get arrested for this. I know the stakes are high. But you said that when the people who live in a country change, so does the culture, which is like the most obvious. It's like when it rains out, it gets wet. That's not a controversial observation, but it's illegal here because it is true. And my only point is not against, I've already said, I like the Bangladeshis better than I like the liberal whites in your country. A lot more. They've never yelled at me. I'm not attacking them. I'm just saying the things that made Britain, England. Is there still an England? I have no idea. Those are going away because there are different people living here. And if you think that those are good things in the same way that the Swedes or the Chinese or the people in Burundi and Chad, they like their culture. It's their ancestors' culture. And now it's gone. And why can't we say that's bad?
Well, because you may think it's bad.
It's good?
I love living in a very multicultural
But you're rich. I mean, you're rich. And you go to the white parts of London, and they're exactly the same as they were when I was a child. I've been coming here for 50 years. They're exactly the same. What neighbor was saying is exactly the same.
Which do you think is a white part of London?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, that's a little test for you. Which area of London do you think is white?
The one I'm staying in right now. The one where my relatives live.
Where?
I'm not going to say.
No, you don't want to say because you know that I'll immediately say, come on, there's loads of non-white people living there. There's no
By the way, I'm not against non-whites.
There's no exclusively white area.
Okay.
There's not.
Lord, these white folks are a trip. Thelma, the look on your face.
Really? Forget global warming, forget climate change. The people coming in and migrating into a country that is non-white is running down the damn country. Are you fucking kidding me? If we're being really for real here, and if they really want the truth, some of the dirtiest people to me are them. They don't bath. They don't wash their damn hair. They don't wash their damn hands when they go in the damn bathroom, which is very disgusting. They don't know how to fucking clean. That's why they hire people to come clean for them, because they go out and they fuck everything up. They are known as the fuck ups. If it was not for immigrants, they would perish. So for him to sit in his white privilege to try to reduce and say immigrants and cultures are the reason that a country is dirty. Sir, I'm looking at a piece of dirt right in front of me talk about other people being dirty. these white people have the fucking audacity. I would not eat from a closed can if it came from them without fucking inspecting it, because they don't have proper fucking hygiene, for one. But you want to talk about other people, other immigrants, and people from other cultures? Oh, hell no.
Cameron?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to follow that. But when I saw that, it just is remarkable that these kind of conversations, and Tucker Carlson is just saying that like right into a mic. I was like, does he realize the cameras are on? And I know he can probably speak that freely because he's in England and he's trying to make that false equivalency to that. And here's the time where I wouldn't think I'm over here. I couldn't have told you the day where I'd be avidly defending Piers Morgan's position on this, but for at least him to offer some level of saneness to the conversation, to understand that the diversity that has come to London and that has come to England and the United Kingdom has been a net good thing. But I think this just further points to understanding that, like, there are folks who have this belief. There are folks who are following the Tucker Carlsons and the Megyn Kellys of the world in hearing both their overt and subversive rhetoric. And this layered on top of all the different things that you see coming out of Stephen Miller, on top of layering what we just learned in the previous segment with Delano and his reporting on terms of the erasure of Black history, the erasure of Black books, the erasure of data on Black people and on non-white folks here in this country. This is just becoming a perfect storm of folks where I hope there is how we normally see a white lash after Black progress. I'm hoping this is the rally and beginning of a Black lash against this pushback, and for us to reclaim so much more of our power and to build a diverse coalition. This is something that is not just going to happen because Black people decide to stand up. This is all Americans are going to have to stand up and fight up against this.
Yeah.
Well, we know a bunch of those people are absolutely afraid to stand up and fight, and that's how that goes. All right, y'all, got to go to a break. We'll be right back. Our Black and Missing. Then we're going to talk about comedy in this day and age where people are so damn scared, and it's just always something. There's always something crazy going on. Plus, we come back. Georgia, a Black teen activist. He in trouble for trying to hook up with a 14-year-old. I'll tell you about it when we come back. Roland Martin Unfiltered on the Black Star Network.
This week on The Other Side of Change.
Book bans, anti-intellectualism, and Trump's continued war on wisdom.
This is a coordinated backlash to progress. At the end of the day, conservatives realized that they couldn't win a debate on facts. They started using our language against us, right? Remember when we were all woke and the woke movement and all that kind of stuff? Now everything is anti-woke, right? When we were talking about including diversity, equity, inclusion, and higher education, now it's anti-DEI. All this are efforts to suppress the truth because truth empowers people.
You're watching The Other Side of Change, only on the Black Star Network.
Next on the Black Table with me, Greg Carr. Our legal roundtable is back in session as we look at yet another potential landmark case being considered by the United States Supreme Court. This one is called 303 Creative versus Alennis, and may be the most important and far-reaching First Amendment, that is freedom of speech, case of our time. It could, depending on how the court rules, open the door for a return of Jim Crow segregation laws. It's true.
If you say we can discriminate against one, you're saying we can discriminate against all.
That's on the next Black Table. Don't miss it. Right here on the Black Star Network.
Hey, this is Motown recording artist Kim. You are watching Roland Martin Unfiltered. That boy, he always unfiltered though. I ain't never known him to be filtered. Is there another way to experience Roland Martin than to be unfiltered? Of course he's unfiltered. Would you expect anything less? Watch what happens next.
Folks, Tyra Jones walked away from her New Orleans home on November 24th. The 17-year-old is 5 feet, 4 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds with brown eyes and black hair. Tyra was last seen wearing a pink and blue hoodie with gray tie-dye pants and beige Crocs. Anyone with information about Tyra Jones is urged to call the New Orleans 6th District detectives at 504-658-6060, 504-658-6060. Well, folks, in Georgia, a black activist has stepped down as the assistant secretary of the Georgia Republican Party. On Sunday, Chairman Josh McCoon announced that Jaquan Stembridge's resignation on social media. Now, McCoon didn't provide a reason for Stembridge's departure, but stated that the party would promptly work to fill the vacant position. He gave no explanation for Stembridge's resignation, but he was recently involved in a child sex predator sting operation where he allegedly attempted to hook up with a 14-year-old boy in Athens. As a video circulating on social media of Stembridge being caught in the act. Watch this.
No, I don't. But I'm. Oh my God.
Are you 19 or are you 17?
I'm 17. I swear to God, I don't want my mom.
Okay. Then talk to me then. Don't lie to me. Are you 19 or are you 17?
I swear to God, on everything I live. Like, you can look at my
ID. Let me see the ID.
I don't have it. I'm for real.
Bruh, if you 19, just say it. Nigga, you'll get way more respect with me being honest.
I swear to God, oh my God. Look, come here. Can you look at my tag? I swear to God, I don't even have a car in my name. I swear to God. I swear to God. You can call my mom. I swear to God, I'm only 17. Just please.
Oh, bruh, where's your ID at?
I don't have it. Like, look, check my pockets. Do whatever you want.
You in college? What you?
I'm in college. I'm like, I skipped the grade. I swear to God.
Bruh, you're 19, bruh.
All right, I'm 17. I swear to God, my birthday's July 12th. I swear
July
to God.
12th what?
I'm 18. I'm 18.
Bro, why you lying to me, bro?
What I was doing, I swear to God, I wasn't.
College? What you?
I'm in college. I'm like, I skipped the grade. I swear to God.
Bruh, you're 19, bruh.
All right, I'm 17. I swear to God, my birthday's July 12th. I swear
July
to God.
12th what?
I'm 18. I'm 18.
Bro, why you lying to me, bro?
What I was doing, I swear to God, I wasn't trying to make a cocaine. I would never do something like that. I swear to God. I'm just.
Let me be 100. Let me be 100 to you, because nigga, you already know what that shit is wrong.
I know.
I already peeped your behavior, nigga, driving around trying to peep the scene.
Okay,
like, nigga, that shit ain't cool, nigga.
Right.
There ain't none of that shit going on in Athens, bro. Like, delete the profile, nigga, or whatever, nigga.
I do. I swear to God.
Apologize to Athens, though.
I apologize.
You gonna do that shit again?
I swear to God, I won't. I delete it. I pay on everything I love. My mom, I swear to God.
The group that actually confronted him is called Street Sweepers TV. Now, in June, Stembridge was elected to the Georgia Republican Party's executive committee as the youngest member. The Georgia Republican Party did not address the video. No arrests or charges have been reported. That says a whole lot right there. First of all, everybody keep calling him a teen. Cameron, he ain't no teen. He's 19.
What is going on in these streets? Oh my goodness. Yeah, he is a grown up. He needs to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I wasn't unsure. I was unsure if that it was actually, or that was just a sting operation to try to catch those, child predators. But this is ridiculous. And this kind of just shows again, the continued leadership or lack thereof, moral compass that exists throughout, I think, so much of the Republican Party. They need to quickly denounce this person. They need to quickly make sure he resigning is the least he could do, there. And you saw him with the dumbfound look on his face, like didn't know what he was doing, what he was trying to do. Trying to lie up a storm, swearing. Whenever somebody says, I swear on everything I love, you know they lying. That's just a little hint to the audience out there. If anybody says I swear on everything I love, they lying. So I'm glad he was kicked out, and hopefully he never has another political office or position again.
I tell you, Thelma, that video was crazy. No, I ain't gonna do it again. I'll do it. And you have To Catch a Predator, a long-time TV show on NBC, and so a lot of these folks are now doing this on the digital side, and so talking about straight bust, and they were shooting him the whole time as he was circling. And again, he thought he was hooking up with a 14-year-old boy. Nah, they were waiting on him.
Listen, as a former prosecutor, this kind of case is a case that you want to have. Digital footprint of an individual making their admissions on video. So it's not a question of, hey, I didn't do this, I don't know what the hell going on. Literally, he put him on a pedestal and hung him out to fucking dry. Because, one, you ain't had no damn business on no damn app trying to meet with a child with your grown ass. So now I have a question. We need to see what the hell going on in your damn phone or on your computer, because if you did this so effortlessly, like, you definitely got a tendency to continue this behavior. Do you have other victims? Do you have other kids that you have actually been in contact with that you have gotten away with it? Because this ain't look like no amateur. He looked like a pro until the pro got caught. And now it's, oh, I'm 17. Lie. Oh no, I'm 18. Another lie. You are a grown ass man that got caught. And now we need to figure out who the hell are you and what the hell you're doing. And this is one of the things about the Republican Party. Even in their craziness, we are seeing so much of their fucking skeletons in this particular manner. The predators of the world coming out, and they're coming out in the fucking masses. And these people that think that just because you are black, that you are going to be, you're not going to have the same accountability because you are a part of the Republican Party. No, they are going to leave your ass out to dry. Rightfully so. But, sir, how many victims do you got? Because you out here willy-nilly going in this damn neighborhood, driving around to meet a child. No, he got to be investigated.
I absolutely agree. Hey, folks, the Federal Appeals Court has ruled that Alina Habba, former personal attorney to Donald Trump, has been serving unlawfully as a U.S. attorney for New Jersey. The three-judge panel of the Third Circuit agreed with the lower court's decision that the administration violated the Constitution when appointing Habba. The Constitution mandates that U.S. attorneys must be formally appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate. The judges went further, warning that under the administration's interpretation, Habba could remain in that role indefinitely without ever being confirmed, effectively undermining the constitutional appointment process. This decision comes just days after another federal judge dismissed indictments against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. Those cases were brought by Lindsay Halligan, who was also ruled to be serving unlawfully as an interim U.S. attorney. As of now, it is unclear who will take over the New Jersey office. The Justice Department has options. It can request a review of the ruling by the full Third Circuit to take the matter directly to the U.S. Supreme Court. All right, folks, as we come back, let's talk about comedy in these interesting political times. We'll discuss that next. Plus, we'll dip back into the room here at the Hope Global Forum in 2025 here in Atlanta. You're watching Roland Martin Unfiltered on the Black Star Network.
Are you ready for the holidays? This week on A Balanced Life with Dr. Jackie, we're talking about all things anxiety and the holidays, whether it's performance anxiety, presence versus presence, making certain that everybody in your space understands the boundaries and how to respect your home. This week, we're talking about those things that will allow you to have a peaceful holiday season.
It really is not about perfection. It's really about, the house feeling warm and cozy and peaceful.
You don't have to like everybody, but what you can do is be cordial in those environments.
That's all this week on A Balanced Life with Dr. Jackie here on Black Star Network.
How you doing? My name is Mark Carey, and you're watching Roland Martin Unfiltered. Deep into it, like pasteurized milk without the 2%. We getting deep. You want to turn that shit off? We're doing an interview, motherfucker. Folks, we're here at Hope Global Forum 2025. Lots of things that are going on. This is the opening night. Let's go live into the main ballroom. Let's hear what they're saying on the main stage.
And that is what this is all about. It really is. And so what the modern day manifestation of the legacy of the work that we've done is the Student Managed Investment Fund. The students will call it SMIF. And the Student Managed Investment Fund, the university this past year invested $1 million to allow us to actually invest real money. These students have been doing a phenomenal job.
Dean, I don't think they heard you. How much was the investment that Clark Atlanta University made?
$1 million.
Walking the talk.
Yes. So the university entrusted us with $1 million. And we have entrusted our students with actually investing these funds. To date, they have surpassed the markets. They will tell you their story accordingly. So this ties into one of our key areas of uplift, which is, again, the uplifting of communities. Every day, our students like Camara and Cheyenne live this. And this is why we are here to have a conversation with you and tell you what incredible work these young people are doing.
Awesome, awesome. All right, Camara. So why don't you first share with the audience what interests you to be a part of the Student Investment Fund and what impact has it had on your life being a part of the program?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the first thing that I want to point out, of course, that this fund is $1 million, and it's $1 million real dollars. It's the first of its kind within the Atlanta University Center, so the conglomerate of schools of Clark Atlanta University.
All right, folks, we have a separate live stream going of what's happening there. We're going to be restreaming the whole conversation on the main stage as well. But let's talk comedy. So y'all know I love comedy. And so we're living in a whole different age now. It's not just what's happening on stages. It's not just stand-up. It's also what people are doing on social media as well. So there's a sister I've been following for quite some time, absolutely keep me cracking up laughing on social media. Here is one of the videos that she posted.
Baby, this Airbnb or something? Where you got me at?
No, that's not an Airbnb, baby. This is one of my condos I own.
For real?
Yeah, I bought it for me to have something to sleep at when I come in the city.
Really?
Yeah, but this your place now.
Mine?
Yeah, for you and the baby.
For real?
I was going to take care of you, baby.
I thought you were just talking, because you know so many folk be talking, baby.
No, I'll set you up. You know, you got the aquarium right there, Centennial Park, the stadium.
It's the stadium.
The stadium right there, yeah. I got you, baby. I got you. Got your bro bag. What's in your bro bag?
Oh, just little male stuff I need, like, you know what I mean? Ball wipes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Keep you fresh. You know what I mean?
Almost sound like a whole bag, but okay.
No. Oh, baby, why you saying stuff like that?
I'm just talking crap. I'm just messing with you, but you know what I'm saying?
Man,
you know, I'm gonna take care of you. Come on over here. Let me have you sit down. Come on, get comfortable.
Okay, comfortable.
I told you I was gonna take care of you and this baby. I'm a real woman. I'm a real woman. Yeah, I step up and take care of my responsibilities.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't run from my responsibilities.
Okay.
I take care of that. You know what I'm saying?
Because you kind
Just I
talking
put you up
car.
night. You know what I'm saying? It's a secure building.
Yeah.
Secure parking deck.
For me and my kids.
Yeah, can't nobody get on the elevator without going to the concierge. Okay. For you and our kid. This is our baby.
Yeah, you're right.
This is our baby.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
So good school,
if it's a
private
girl,
school?
Woodward.
Baby, right. Cry
that's over 30,000 a year right there. I got you.
You not playing. You coming strong with it.
I already got the baby. Listen, I already got the baby on the waiting list of creme de la creme.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right, folks, we're joined here by Janae Summers. What's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
So let's talk. Let's talk about how comedy has changed. And the point I'm making. So you look at how social media is now being used. You talk about these skits. Country Wayne has been doing crazy as well. And so people are now looking at comedy just totally different. And there are a lot of folks who are not doing the traditional route, not doing stand-up, not doing comedy clubs, who have really built up significant following on social.
Yes, it's really just that simple. And I'm actually on the Country Wayne skits. And he found me on social media. The guy that you see on there is a good friend of mine. His screen name is Scam Likely. So I started doing skits with him. He just hit me up one day. He was like, hey, you want to do skits? I'm like, sure. So the chemistry was just organic. We just jumped in and just kept it moving. And when I tell you, literally, it's like every other week we were just going viral. And it was amazing. It was fun. And like coming right off the pandemic, it was just something that I really needed, you know?
Well, and the thing that, again, I think what makes it so different, if you look at also what's happening now on the drama side, so with Isaac Hayes III on with fan base, how micro dramas have blown up. So the bottom line is, you take an hour comedy special, but the ability to be able to say, okay, I'm going to knock out this 2-minute, 3-minute video. That was like a part 4, so that meant that were 3 other parts to it. And so it allows for you to do more. And again, the public ain't all concerned about, look, we got 5, 6 cameras here. It's not all about that. It's really just, hey, that one camera, and what can make me fun, what can make me laugh in this moment. Just hold my phone. There you go.
Now, what we've learned is that people just like realness. They like something that they can just relate to. So literally, we just get there. We might have just a light idea, and it just grows. And just with our personalities, we just improv and just go. And you're right. And it creates a lot of attention. Like my boy, you see, it took him in a whole nother direction. He's Space God, the alien. I don't know if you saw that on social media. But it's a great way to get your craft out there and to get noticed without having to go through all the extra stuff and all the BS that you go through.
The thing for me is, and obviously I feel this way because of this show as well, is I ain't got to ask nobody. And so if you can shoot something, if the public like it, they reshare it, they repost it, and they're commenting on it, and then you go from there. And that to me is what I love. You're removing the gatekeepers.
Yes, because the gatekeepers are honestly unnecessary filters. They don't really know what the public wants to see. It's like you say, you just put it out there and they tell you what they like. And honestly, they like the stuff that the gatekeepers really don't like.
Right.
You know, so it's fun. And it's just...
And the flip side is, the public will tell you what they don't like.
Yes, they definitely will. They're not ashamed. They're not afraid or shy. They will tell you exactly what they don't like. They don't care about hurting your feelings. So when when I first came into this, I learned real quick that you got to have thick skin because they will eat you alive on here. But it's all fun still.
Now, when did your comedy journey start?
It started about almost 3 years ago. I was actually just at a point in my life where the relationship I was in was ending, and I just needed something different. And I just sat and I just meditated, and I just let the universe guide me, and this is where I ended up. Literally, right?
Now, what were you doing before?
I was working in medical supply. Just off-the-shelf aesthetics, shoulder brace, knee brace, back brace, just working in medical supply, and only doing that part-time. I was really mainly a stay-at-home mom. That's it, basically.
And then how did this start? Like, what was the spark?
Like I said, the relationship ended, and then one day I just did a lip sync video, and it was a sound. I was like, I'm gonna do a video to it, and I got up and I did the video, and I didn't like it, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn the words. So I was doing what the young girls do, say every other word, and it just looked so stupid. And so I was like, I'm gonna learn the words, and so I learned the word, and it felt like therapy. And so I started doing lip sync videos, and that's how my page took off, and I just started growing like 2,000 followers a day. And then I met my boy who you saw me on screen with, and I started doing skits with him. Mm-hmm. And then more people called me to do skits. Like I said, ended up on the Country Wayne skits. I have a couple of movies that I'm supposed to be in. So it's just been taking.
Well, and that to me, I think is a perfect example. We talk about how something organic can take off, and the public says, we like her. We think she's funny. And so it's not some manager, it's not some exec, it's not somebody else. It's them saying it. And so the validation is coming from the audience.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely coming from the audience. Even with the Country Wayne skits, I haven't been on those in a while, but they will still come to my page and want to know when I'm going to be back on it. They'll go on his page asking when am I going to come back. So they definitely let you know what it is that they want to see. It's not that Hollywood red tape. Like I can always go back to Tyler Perry. Like when he first wanted to do his show, they were trying to tell him how to do his show. He was like, no, I'm going to do it how I want to do it on my terms.
A lot of people forget, he had a development deal with ABC. Mm-hmm. This is before the TBS shows. And they were sending him notes. And they literally were sending him notes saying, hey, can you pull back on all the Jesus? We just think it's too much faith talk. And he bounced.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I like, you tell him that. So he bounced.
Because he's an actual creator. He's a producer. He's not just an actor. He creates his own craft. You can't tell somebody how to do their craft. You just can't. Not somebody at that level. He knew what level he was going to.
Right.
So I admire him for knowing where he was going. You know?
I saw a interview the other day, and the interview talked about how if you have 30 to 50,000 core followers, how you can build your career and really build a sustainable business model off of that. And so for you, how are you approaching that? Are you looking at this as Janae Inc. and now how do I now take this core? I'm going to use Country Wayne as an example. He was told, oh, you can't sell out venues. You're going to need a headliner to book it. But he built his following on social and was selling out his own venues and then funded his own movie. And that was all because he cultivated his following.
Yes. And you're right. You have to cultivate your following. Like I have a good, strong following. They're looking for my next projects. So right now I am in the process of basically just trying to figure out how to move forward in a way that it works for me and it works for them, because I don't want to isolate my core following. I'm trying to pivot. They got so used to the lip sync. They love the lip sync, but it's like I'm not going to say I'm over it. I'll still do it here and there for those who want it.
It just called going next level. That's all.
Yeah. So that I'm working on the next level, and right now I'm just first guide and just trying to figure out the proper way to go. So I'm still honestly trying to figure that part out and just go about it the right way, because I had too much other unnecessary experiences. So I just said, let me pull back and let the universe guide me, because, you know, when you got other people in it, they want to try to direct you and tell you what you should do, what you can't do, and what you need to do, and what they want you to do. And I don't, you know.
Yeah, I don't know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that picture. I mean, and again, I think what people have to understand, again, the age that we're now living in terms of your ability to be able to control you and do what you want to do. And when you know that it's the right thing, when you know, then you say, you know what, I'm moving forward. I'm not sweating y'all. I ain't worried about y'all. That, to me, I think, is how people have to be approaching this. And what social now does, this is the first time, really, where creatives have a direct relationship with their fan base. So there are no middlemen, nobody's getting in the way. This is not where, well, if they wrote letters, if they called. No, you can go directly to them, sell directly to them, drive your product. My man Ali Sadiq, where he said, fine, y'all don't want to give me a comedy special, Netflix, I'm going to fund my own, put it on YouTube, and then build it from there.
Exactly. Now, I am working on writing my own movie, so I do plan on putting a movie on Tubi at some point.
Put it on what?
Tubi.
Okay.
Yes, so I am working on that. I'm working on the script on that right now.
But there's some other platforms other than Tubi. So again...
No, there are other platforms. But right now, that's the first goal.
It's the whole... I just think that where we are now, it is completely... It's completely changed the game for creatives. The only difference is what creatives now have to do is they have to be not just creatives, but business people.
Yes, definitely.
And see, that was always a thing. Folks like, well, they handle that. No.
Oh, yeah. In this creative space, you have to be a business person because those on the outside, they rely on you not being a business person. They rely on you not knowing. They rely on your ignorance. And I've experienced that a lot with people. They want you to not know.
Right.
Because it's so easy to take advantage and manipulate and, and they can do what they used to do back in the days. They get you to work for the pennies, while they make the money. But you just gotta know who you are and you gotta know your business.
Now, see, Thelma, you know this. So I first saw you with your videos that you were posting on social, and the same thing. Just share with the audience. When did you make the decision to say, "Hey, I'm gonna do my breakdowns my own way, my own creative way"?
Well, with the skits.
Oh, 1 second. I'm tossing the Thelma. I want to.
Out of nowhere, really, because the one thing that I had to learn is how to navigate as a lawyer through this space, because oftentimes we are afraid to come out in the public and actually talk about our experiences and educate people, because that's just the norm of this profession. So literally this summer, when I was having a conversation with Isaac was like, right now is the time for us to be utilizing our platforms, our voices, to spread necessary messages that resonate with our people. And if we don't do that, then we are doing a disservice. So the fact that I have the ability to articulate and relate to my audience is how I became more comfortable with saying, you know what, fuck the status quo. Right now is the time, because my people need to hear the information that I need to share with them so that they can be educated, so that they can be aware, so that they can go out and navigate in this new space that we're dealing with in this time. Because if we don't do it, then we're going to continue to fall behind the line instead of being ahead of the line.
Cameron, I'll ask you, same thing. I mean, obviously, you're not doing comedy, but the point is the ability to be able to communicate directly with the audience. And again, this puts more of the control in the hands of the creative.
It does. I mean, my entire career has been built on supporting and working with creatives across the industry. And shouts out to your guests, and I've seen some of her skits. My biggest encouragement to her is realizing that you've got to cultivate that audience, but also you need to pull them off of the platforms and make sure they're diversified across platforms and you have that information to connect to them directly. Because I think the next step in business and the next step in this entire creator economy is that direct connection to your fans, to your community, outside of any one platform. So if Meta decides to shadow ban you or your TikTok algorithms aren't popping that day, you still have a way to email, text, communicate, see live, and so your fans know where to find you. And I think that is the next evolution of this creator economy, especially for comedians and online content creators, is get it popping on whatever channel that you can and whatever social media platform, but then start to train your audience, start to really cultivate those relationships so you can move them and they can grow with you across multiple platforms. So then that really makes you invisible and really helps set your career up for the next level.
So, so what Cameron was just asking is, how are you taking your audience but moving them off of the platform? That way you're controlling the data. Are you creating your own email database, newsletter database, as opposed to relying on the platform for you to reach your audience? How are you diversifying the ability to be able to reach your audience?
Now, honestly, I just got a crew together to help me to diversify and come up off the platform. Because most people are like monetizing on TikTok and Facebook nowadays. And for me, I find it to not be as easy. So like right now I'm working on a website. Like I said, I do have a nice core out of the 257,000 followers that I have on Instagram. I'm going to say about maybe a third of them are a good, solid, loyal followers. So those people, when I tell you, when I go live on any other platform, they follow me around to those platforms. So I'm working on trying to pull them from that platform. Like I said, I have a website that I'm working on. I have a team to help me pivot my image to
Are you also establish your own product, your own merchandise, driving that to them as well?
Yes, that is something I'm going to establish as well.
Okay. All right, then. Well, it sounds great. Again, I really hope people understand how this game has changed. And I think the greatest thing that I'll leave it with is not waiting for someone else to tell you yes. And I think that's the biggest deal. So many people, they're waiting for someone to say, okay, now you can have a show. Now you can have a special. Now you can have this here. You don't have to wait on anybody giving you a yes or a no. You can actually tell yourself yes.
It's never going to happen if you wait for somebody else. It's never going to happen. You have to do it yourself.
That's it. Today we appreciate it. Thanks so much. Folks, let me thank, let's do this here. First of all, let me thank Thelma and Cameron for being on today's show. I certainly appreciate it. Folks, if you want to continue the conversation that's happening, Global Hope Forum, Henry, give me a shot what's happening in the main room. All you have to do is go to our alternate screen that we have going on. You can actually check it out. Give me a shot in the room. Give me a shot in the room. I'll talk over it. All right, so here's the deal. Tomorrow, we're going to be live at 9 a.m. tomorrow. We're live streaming what's happening there in the main room. In addition, we're going to have a series of interviews I'm doing tomorrow. We'll be airing that on tomorrow night's show as well. So lots happening here at 2025 Hope Global Forum. Glad to be back and sharing these stories with all of you. Folks, don't forget, support the work that we do by joining our Bring the Funk fan club. If you want to support our work, allows us to be able to travel around the country doing things like this here, going where the people are. If you want to give via Cash App, use the Stripe QR code. You see it right here at the bottom left-hand corner. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle, Roland at RolandSMartin.com. Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Checks and money ordered. Make it payable to Roland Martin Unfiltered, P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 2003 7-0196. Be sure to download the Black Star Network app, Apple phone, Android phone, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Xbox One, Samsung Smart TV. Of course, also be sure to get our Black Star Network swag. You see me right here wearing the shirt. Don't blame me. I voted for the black woman. Folks have been stopping me all around today. Come on back here. Thank you. Come back here. Come back here. Come back to me. Thank you very much. Folks have been stopping me constantly about the shirt here. So I've been telling them where to get it. You want to get our Roland Martin Unfiltered Black Star Network swag, go to shopblackstarnetwork.com. You can get our hoodies, our T-shirts, crew necks, all that good stuff. Also, support the other black-owned businesses we have at shopblackstarnetwork.com. If you're looking for Christmas gifts, this is the best place to go. You're supporting black-owned companies, and so you see many of these companies at shopblackstarnetwork.com. And don't forget, download the app Fanbase, and if you want to contribute, they've raised $14 million as part of the Series A raise. $3 million left. The deadline is December 18th. We need to be talking about being investors and not just consumers. And so, download the app. For more information to invest, go to startengine.com/fanbase. Folks, that is it. As I said earlier, today is the 70th anniversary when Rosa Parks sat down on that bus in Montgomery. Thursday and Friday we'll be broadcasting live from Montgomery for the festivities happening there. That's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow right here from Operation Global Hope Forum, Roland Martin Unfiltered on the Black Star Network. Holla! There we go.